Hi there, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how I do my latest book reviews. People have asked me how I do it, so I thought I'd share it on YouTube so I don't have to repeat it several times. For those that don't know, I do book reviews on my blog. It's reviews that I do of books that I've received from authors in order to review them. Also free books that I get on Kindle through BookBub and any other way that I find free books, and then also books that I've bought. So sometimes also you get a free book on Kindle because the author has given the first book away free, and then if you really like it, you buy the rest of the books in the series, and that's usually the books that I buy.
I love being creative and trying new things in my journey through life, writing best practices, tips and tricks, sharing updates on my own writing and books with different tutorials sprinkled in between. I enjoy sharing my knowledge. There's music covers and original pieces written and composed by me, handmade jewelry reveals, sewing videos, other crafts, poetry reading, book reviews, and many, many more. Come and join me on this journey, and let's have fun together.
I love reading. It's one of my favorite pastimes, probably because I get to go into a whole different world that another author has created. I read quite fast, which my daughter always says that she doesn't understand how I can read so fast. So it takes me about 2 days to read a 300 to 400 page book. And I do that in between all the other stuff I have to do in the day, because if I just read, like the one weekend, I was feeling very lazy and I didn't feel like doing anything, which doesn't happen very often. It usually happens after I have consistently driven myself too hard for several months. And then I get to the point where I'm just like, okay, that's me done. I'm not doing anything but sitting here on my rear end and reading. And then like the one day I read from the Thursday to the Sunday, and I read 6 books in those few days. So anyway, so I have 2 ways in which I make notes while I'm reading a book in order to review it on my blog. So the first way is that I would put it on my phone, on my notepad on my phone. Now, I've made questions that I ask myself when I'm reading, and those questions I've saved onto a note on my phone. And then I create a new note for every book that I read, and I put like the heading of the book, and then I put like if it's a series, what the series title is, what book number it is, page, how many stars I give it, because otherwise I forget doing that at the end, and how many pages. Yes, and then I copy the questions from the other note and I paste it into this note that I'm using with that book that I'm reading, and then I will basically just answer the questions as I go along. But the second way that I would review a book or make notes on a book while I'm reading it is I have a book. So let me show you the book. Okay, so I have a review book, and in this book, like, I write my reviews. And what I did was I took the questions that I have, that I've pasted in my phone. I actually have them laminated as a bookmark, you could say, because it comes out. You can pull it off, and just put it back. I write the details there, and then I just keep going back to ask myself the questions. So that is if I'm writing it down. Usually I would do it this way if the book that I'm reading is an actual paperback or hardcover book. If I do it the other way with my phone, it's usually because I'm reading it on Kindle, so I don't want to carry this book around with me. Okay, so for both ways that I do answer the questions is I do it as I go along. So I'll read something, and then after I've read for the night, I'll quickly go to my questions and see if there's anything that I can answer on that list, because there's a lot of questions about the protagonist, about the storyline, and I'll read through the questions for you now so you can just see like what I ask myself. Obviously other people ask different questions. It's not like a hard and fast rule, it's just ones that I've learned to answer in the industry. Okay, so as I go along, like I say, I put notes as I'm answering the questions, and if there's any notes that I want to put that does not pertain to any of the questions, then I'll put it at the end, and I'll just say like extra notes or something, because sometimes there's something I pick up that I want to mention that I haven't like asked myself a question about. So when I'm finished the book, then what I do is I go back through my notes and I will add anything that I need to add, that I've maybe left out, and then I will mail it to myself, so that when I actually do it, because I mail it to myself in Word document, so when I've got it in Word document and I get the mail, I can copy the stuff that's in the mail into a blog and then just like adjust it and make the wording better or sound better when I'm on the actual blog post. Okay, and then what I do is I screenshot the cover, or if it's not if I'm reading the book in person, like a paperback, then I will go and look for the photo online and copy it. And then I'll also screenshot 2 pages of the book that I'm, inside the book that I'm reading. And if it's a paperback, then I will go and look, because sometimes with the paperbacks, you can go onto, I think it's Google Books, and they give you like an example, or they give you pages where it's it's an example. So then I just copy like 2 pages, like I get 2 of those pages, and then I will make my blog post cover that shows what the book is. And I do that also I go onto Pixabay, and then I look for any pictures that might pertain to the story. So if it's about werewolves, I look for werewolves and vampires and any of those things. So what I'll do is I'm going to put an example here, and maybe over here I'll show you an example, or 2 examples of what I'm talking about when I do that, and I use it as the cover. And then further on I use the actual copy of the book, the front cover of the book, I use in the blog, so you can see what it looks like without all the other stuff on it. So in case you're looking for it, then you know what to look for. So usually I try and do my blogs I try and schedule a few, so that I don't feel stressed on the day that I have to do a blog and I'm maybe very busy and I can't get it out on the day that I need to get it out, or at the time that I need to get it out. So I schedule my blogs. So now when I'm finished doing my review blog, then I would usually schedule it for the day that I would like it to happen, because I diarize the days, and then Bob's your uncle. That is your review done. So let me quickly go through the questions that I ask myself. So number 1, is it inspirational? 2, did I enjoy the writing style? 3, did I become committed to the story quickly? 4, did I enjoy the storyline? 5, did I enjoy the theme of the book? 6, did the story keep me guessing? 7, what emotions did the book evoke in me? 8, what did I think of the world that the author created? 9, did I relate to the protagonist? 10, did I enjoy the dialogue? 11, did I enjoy the characters? What did I enjoy about them? 12, is there anything I need to warn the reader of? 13, if it's a series, was it a good series? 14, did I learn anything? Now, I can tell you, you won't answer all the questions for every book that you read. Some books are for different genres. Some of the questions are for different genres, and you won't be able to answer it for other genres. So was it inspirational? Would probably not be like for a vampire werewolf book, but it would be more like for a Christian book or some other book. And that's the video. I hope that you enjoyed it and it was helpful. And if it was, if you can please give the video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed already, if you can please do so by clicking that subscription block below. It shows support for my channel, which I really do appreciate. And if you click the little bell, notification bell, it will actually inform you when I've uploaded a video, either by email or like a push notification to your actual device. All of my social media will be in the description block. Blah, blah. All of my social media will be in the description block below, including my blog, which you will find more content from me and also all of the book reviews. And if you go to www.patreon.com/Ondeane Lourens, then you'll also find more content from me, and it's also the best place for you to support what I do on this channel and then also what I do on my blog. So I hope that you have a lovely day further. Enjoy your moments. Goodbye.